Aloha Yang Gang. December 27th update for the Big Island. If you are on the Big Island and you are just now getting to know who Andrew Yang and his policies are, you have found the right place. We try and give you enough content that we look up each day. Put it in this section in the comments below. Tell me what you want to see and how we can make this channel better. But in the description, we put things and links to articles and sources that kind of save you time in the morning or night, depending on when you wake. Anywho, first note of business, yangdaily10.com. It's a great way to spend 10 minutes and get involved. It helps you understand policies and help the campaign. Secondly, you need to register to vote. So you should go to vote411.org, sign up, make sure that you're registered. A lot of people just think they're registered and they're in a different state registered. So make sure that when you're signing people up to vote and you yourself are looking, go and make sure you're registered in the state you're supposed to be voting in. All right, let's see. Third note of business, Big Island. We need somebody to host a meeting, January 5th. We'd like to get 3 different people that could run meetings, one in Hilo, one in Kona, and one in Waimea. Basically see how many people are interested in Yang, what we're working with, where our time can be best spent, and then how to organize that together. Best bang for the buck. A lot of people right now up on the island are doing canvassing, asking people what they would do with $1,000 and doing a couple videos. We'd like to compile all that information, put it on our main YouTube and or Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We also just need people to run those. So if you are technically inclined and you would like to be a media ambassador for the Yang Gang Big Island, please give us an email at yanggangHawaiiBigIsland@gmail.com or leave it in the comment section below and I will get in touch with you. All right, fourth note of business. Text banking. Text banking is still going on. If you want to get involved and you want to understand policy, the best way to do this is to go to yang2020.com. When you go there, you can look through all the different pages, but if you put a /, you could go directly to policies by typing policies after that. Just delve in, learn, ask questions, and then go and talk to people. Best way to get informed about policies is to have a view and go express that to somebody and see what they say. If you don't know the answer, be humble, get the information. Part of text banking is wonderful because the Slack function allows you to talk to Yang Gang members from across the country, even the globe. And honestly, the plethora of information that's come through that helps me understand what I'm going to be talking about on future YouTube channel updates would be something along the line of canvassing and how it's effective, polls, why they're not informative about what's happening today and who's actually leading in the majority vote in the electoral states. Other things like the primaries, why they're important and how they actually work, what a delegate is. So things along those natures. Fifth, phone banking. A lot like text banking. You don't necessarily get a script, but you get a way to move through conversations if you're asked something that throws you off. Not only do you have Slack and people on Yang Gang to ask these questions of, but you're also able to have a detailed list of things that are possible questions that come up. After you've been doing it for like 2-3 weeks, even 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 months, you're successfully able to go out on the street and talk to anybody about any policy, anytime, anywhere. And the best thing about it is it's always a learning experience for you. So if you have questions or you're doubting policies or campaigns, you can see how all of them work and what's important to the voters that you talk to. Anywho, text banking and phone banking is extremely important before February, before the Iowa. All right, and on to our detailed description here. The Hill, I've got a 2 for today for the Hill. I'm gonna bookend it. So the Hill today, basically the first article that we're seeing here is going to be talking about what has happened after the 6th debate, how people have basically become aware of Andrew and how the momentum is starting to build to the point where it might peak out. But depending on how the other influences of all the other candidates go, their statistics and the average political affiliations that they're moving through, like Buttigieg, Biden, and Warren, people are going to start dissecting their policies because Andrews are so well laid out. So when it comes down to debate, people are going to be expecting somebody to be giving answers to questions that make sense. And they're going to be talking about it wasn't the normal host of this particular segment, but she's very quick-witted and she's direct to the point. All right, secondly, Lisa today on, I believe I'm pronouncing this right, TOTA Prod TV. If I'm not, please correct me in the comments. Other than that, Lisa had on a guy named Dwight, and it's a very, very intelligent conversation about what the black perspective is, the African American's perspective. But I think what's interesting about it is after it's all said and done, it really resonates that it's all of our perspective. It's the lower 80%. Being aware of these issues and being aware of it is basically the first step in admitting that we have an issue on multiple different levels, which affects multiple different people of every race, creed, and color. That's the exact nature of this campaign. It cuts to the core. It cuts down to criminal activity, corruption, and basically it cuts down to just thinking harder. Math. It's great. Anywho, PSP, the boys are a little long-winded, but they talk about endorsements. It's very interesting. I think I made notes in the descriptions below, like around 8 minutes, 10 minutes, and 18 minutes. There's interesting stuff in the PSP video. Nerds for Yang. This is great. If you know Tom, check out this video. He's talking about what transpired on Christmas. He has some MAGA family, and he tried to let it go, could not. Anywho, wonderful story. Go listen to that. Kai, once again, had a live chat, which was really cool because you could have perspective of the viewer watching, asking questions. It was a really quick video, too. He just talked about January and what to expect. And here's a new one. I found a new guy online, SK Wealth Academy 2. Very interesting videos. He put a lot of time and effort into it, and it has a lot of data. So if you like looking at physical stuff like data's ups and downs, and statistics and how they relate to each other, it is a little bit long, but it's well worth the time. I didn't put any comments to specific parts in the video because I thought the whole thing in its entirety was pretty cool. Anyway, check it out. It's in the description below. Humanity First talks about Andrew leapfrogging over candidates. I do believe the video might have been a day or two old, but a lot of good stuff. I believe his name's Sean that does that. Anywho, and then as I said, the bookend, The Hill, the last video is talking about the electoral state, how data and statistics are proving what Andrew's talking about, how the vote was persuaded in a majority through fear. And it's pretty interesting to see what the polls are and the data that is resounding after you collect it. Anywho, I would like to say once again, put any comments down in the comment section on how you'd like to see this channel be run, what kind of segments you'd see, if you're enjoying it, and if you'd like to sign up. Also, you could go to Yang Gang Hawaii Big Island at Gmail and send an email. We'll keep you informed every day. And as always, I'm trying to get people to subscribe to this so we can get the word out on Big Island. So if you are supporting Andrew Yang and you live on the Big Island of Hawaii, this is a good resource to at least get people to go to get them on the right start. Anywho, trying to get Patreon, and I'm trying to get the link in the description. I can't figure it out, but a couple more days on YouTube and traversing through all this information that's brand new to me, I should be able to have a way to take donations. Those donations will help pay for flyers off of Yang prints so we can have them for canvassing, and anything that's left over after the month will be donated to the campaign. Thank you very much, and aloha, Yang Gang.